Hey guys, Taft here. Welcome to another speed tip from my garage. Today we're going to go into a little bit of a strength pattern which will ultimately help your speed, because if you're stronger, you apply more force, more stable, you get faster. Okay, I'm going to show you 4 exercises, and they're single arm, so unilateral. I'm a big fan of that. I think it's a great way to build balance and stability. I like bilateral, double arm exercises, just like lower body. I like single leg and I like double leg. You gotta do them all, I think. But I want to just show you a really cool sequence of exercises that you can do with your athletes, and you can actually, if you progress this out and you change every 2 weeks, over 8 weeks, you can really start to build a good, strong, powerful athlete. And not only that, I'm a big fan. There's always this discussion on should we do Olympic lifting, shouldn't we do Olympic lifting. I'm a big fan of it because I'm a big fan of learning. And I think anytime you make an athlete have to learn something, they have to concentrate, they have to focus, they have to have landmarks, they have to hit, they got to understand being stiff or stable to be able to produce force and receive force. I think that's a benefit. One of the talks that comes up a lot is should we catch on a clean, like if we're doing actually a bar, and should we be catching? I have no problem with it at all, as long as the coach knows how to teach it and the athlete knows how to perform it, and the coach knows how to progressively increase range of motion so they're not catching it on their wrist, which can be hazardous over time. So it's all on coaching. It comes down to that and the ability of the athlete. So first thing I want to show you is we're going to do 4 exercises. They all have to do with pressing vertically. Okay, so if I take my power block and I do what we call a strict press, I'm stable, I'm tight, everything's nice and stiff. I don't arch, I don't let my ribs lift. Okay, so if you look at me, I don't lift, I stay really tight. All I'm going to do is do a quick press. Press, down slow, good control. Okay, so we're going to knock out so many repetitions based on where you feel comfortable. I'm more of a 5 to 6 to 8 rep range. Sometimes I'll go less, sometimes I'll go more based on what I want, but I'm going to stay in that range initially. Then the next thing we're going to do, the next phase, we're going to go to what we call a push press. And now I want more power. When I go more power, I'm going to add more weight because I'm using more body parts to help get it up. I'm going to use my legs now, my hips, okay? So again, I'm going from here. I'm going to dip. And I don't dip very far. And when I do dip, I dip straight down. I don't go back with my hips. That puts you out of alignment to produce vertical force. I go straight down, use my quads, not hips involved, and I'm going to pop. Come right back down, okay? So I dip, drive. Dip, drive. Lock out, down, control when you bring the dumbbell back down, okay? The third phase, so, if we're counting out, so now when we get to weeks 5 and 6, if we're doing 2-week phases on this, now we're going to do what we call a push jerk. Yet again, I could go heavier if I want because I'm only exploding, getting a really good impulse to get the weight moving, and then I'm really dropping underneath it. Then I have to learn to receive the weight now in a bent position, okay? So more of an athletic stance, okay? So that's why I like the Olympic lift, because that's what it teaches. So, and this is a variation of an Olympic kind of lift, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back to that push press start. I dip and I start driving. As soon as the dumbbell starts going, I go down underneath it and receive the bar below my current height, okay? So it looks like this. Dip. And lock, okay? If you watch from the side, dip straight, drive, lock, back up, bring it down, okay? So make sure your athletes do 1 rep at a time. What'll happen sometimes, especially in the push press, they'll go like this and they'll go, that's not what I want, okay? I want good individual reps. So in the push jerk, what I just did, it's dip, drive, drop, down, okay? Dip, drive, drop, down, okay? The last one we're going to do is we're going to add a little more variability, challenge the athlete to catch in a unstable foot surface. So now we're going to do what we call, I'm going to put this down, a split squat, which I've done for you before. So I'm going from this position, and we're going to land in that position. So if you look at me here, I land flat-footed, knee right over the foot, okay? I don't want to be way out here. I don't want to be on the balls of my feet because I'm going to be unstable. So that's what they're learning, all right? So stick. So it's really good as you're building up to this, start building this skill in so they can learn to stick it. So when they actually do this fourth phase, they're able to do it, okay? So now, this is my split jerk, okay? Unilateral split jerk. Lock. Okay, now, I can do, there's a couple things. Sometimes we'll have the athletes bring it down and then regain. Once they get better, so I get more core control, it's almost like doing a carry, like a weighter's carry. We'll have them bring it back with the weight up above their head. So that looks like this. Step back, forward, down. Now watch my feet. Back first, forward, down. Now, really important, look at where my body is in relation to everything behind me, okay, on the wall. I'm right here. When I split, I stay here. Now when I step back, I still stay here, step forward, and I'm in the same spot. What you don't want to do is you don't want to step forward. When you have weight above your head, there's going to be momentum. So if I'm like this, and the athlete steps forward, goes from here, and they step forward, it's going to keep going. All right, so now they're going to get out of control. Maybe you want to have them learn how to control that over time. But in a typical lift, if I'm doing like a regular split jerk with a weight, I step back, forward, down. Okay, so anyway, those four sequences are excellent to do. Teach them to press, be stable, right? Nice strict press. Then a little more power with a push press. Then we jerk it, jerk, drop, lock, so you learn to catch underneath. And then the fourth one is we make a little more variability with the feet, stick with a split jerk, come back, bring it down, or bring it down first, whatever you want to do from there. Hey, we'll be back again with another speed tip from my garage.